Hi Pisces, how are you? Welcome back if you've been here before, and if you haven't, welcome. First thing I want to say, Pisces, is thank you so much for all your likes, shares, subscribes, comments. If you bought something from the Spiritual Parlour store, thank you so much. It's great to interact with so many of you and have so many views on your videos over the last couple of months, so thank you. So we're going to get into your reading, your general reading for October. In terms of astrology, there is not much going on in the month of October that affects you, Pisces, which is, cool, which is good. All quiet on the Western front, as they say. There's not much going on. We will have a new moon on the 8th in Libra. So that's in the air sign. So yeah, that's at the beginning of the month. So there's not much else going on that affects the Pisces sun sign. Like, there's no big, massive transits. For your normal horoscopes, for those of you that visit my blog, if you don't already know, I've teamed up with an award-winning psychic medium here on YouTube. Her name is Amira. You might know her. So I'll be writing the horoscopes for her blog instead. So rather than heading to mine, you'll see a link below for your normal monthly October free horoscope. Just head over to her blog and you will see it all there. All the details you need to know, the cards I'm using, how to contact me, discount code for the Spiritual Parlour store, and for candles, all that kind of stuff is all below. So let's get straight into it. Let's see what's going on for Pisces. Okay, Spirit, if there is a message for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising, please let it be known. Right, first card's fallen. Five of Pentacles. Okay, so the energy of the Five of Pentacles is about loss or not having enough, or poverty, or feeling as though you don't have enough. So yeah, we'll see what else comes out, if there's any more jumpers. Okay, Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. Pisces, the ruler of the 12th house. That's too many. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. What does Pisces need to know? If there's a message for Pisces, please let it be known. Okay, way too many as well. Okay, so the first card will be the theme for Pisces. Second card will be the heart of the matter. Too many there. Let's jump now. Pisces. Third card will be the recent past. Fourth card will be the present. Fifth card will be, okay, we will take that one. So, Four of Swords is about recovering, and in particular rest as well. So I don't know if you've been feeling stressed, Pisces, or this might be a message for just a few of you, but the Four of Swords energy is about rest. 4 as a number is a number of stability, generally across the tarot. And in this particular suits is the swords are linked to our mental thoughts. This also represents all the air signs as well. So mentally, it's time to rest. If you've been stressed, if you have been feeling as though you haven't had enough, or you've been feeling a little bit in poverty, whether it be, you take what resonates with you. If you're feeling as though you haven't had enough of the Five of Pentacles that fell out, now could be a good time to rest and recover from that. Okay, so the fourth card will be the present for Pisces. Fifth card will be the advice. Success. There we go. 6 of Wands. Okay, so maybe after all that, feeling as though you don't have enough, the stress, the poverty, even could be lost for some of you. With the Five of Pentacles, the 4, time to relax, recover, and the 6 of Wands is all about recognition, success, achievement. It's quite public achievement as well, the 6 of Wands energy. It's about being recognised quite publicly. So I don't know, maybe this could be work related for some of you. It could be that, it's time to rest, time to relax. If you felt you lost out on a position at work, or a job opportunity, or a financial opportunity, now could be your time to receive what is due to you. And you could get that recognition, that promotion. Okay, Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. Okay, and the 6th card will be the outcome for Pisces. What's that? Knight of Cups. Okay, that's about an offer, movement. Knight of Cups for me. The Knight's always some kind of action coming in, or actions that we need to take. The Suit of Cups is about our emotions, how we feel, romance, and the Knight of Cups for me is a very romantic cup. And a very, very romantic card as well. So it's about an offer of romance, a dreamy offer as well, because the page is, more like a how can I put it? The Page of Cups is more like a fresh offer. The Knight for me is very, very dreamy, very, very, oh, this is what I would really, really like. It could be that you're going to make an offer to someone, or someone makes an offer to you, and the offer could be, you know, something that's quite dreamy to them, quite romantic, what they want. It could be someone's cup of tea, Pisces. You could be getting an offer coming in. We'll see what comes out in the main spread. Okay, so Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, that's nice and shuffled. Let's see the main message. I know the energy is. Oops. Okay, Pisces. Now, hold here. So we're going to read from this pile. See what the message is here for Pisces. Okay, underlying energy, the Knight of Swords. Okay, so this is quick movement. One of the quickest moving knights in the deck, the Knight of Swords. Also represents all the air signs, so Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Could be that there could be news coming to you, because the Swords is communication, mental thoughts. You could get a download of information, or information could come to you. But it's quick movement, very, very quick movement. Something coming in could be linked to mental thoughts, or even news, like you could hear something. Like, let's see, Six of Pentacles, this card keeps coming up. Eight of Swords, okay, a bit of restriction, okay, that's nice. Ace of Cups, Justice, Ten of Swords, Eight of Wands. Real mixture of energies here. Okay, let's take a closer look at this. Yeah, I mean, I don't really need to look at this too long to kind of pick up an energy here for you, Pisces. It feels very much to me like this is a message about maybe some of you have felt some kind of restriction. Maybe you felt it in the recent past, or you're feeling it now in the present, depending on when you watch this video. But I feel as though, you know, your issue is restriction. You've got the Eight of Wands. Sorry, the Eight of Swords. Can't talk today. The Eight of Swords. And as you can see, it is, you know, a lady who is restricted with the 8 swords around her. Now, as I mentioned, the sword suit is a mental energy. It's about how we think. So I feel as though some of you could have been feeling mental restriction, or restriction in some way. You take what resonates with you. But the thing with the Eight of Swords is, I always feel, although you feel restricted at the moment, if you look at this lady closely, if she would just, like, you know, find a way to take off the blindfold, maybe then she wouldn't feel so restricted. So I feel as though if you've been feeling some restriction, look closely at what is causing the restriction and how you can maybe take off that blindfold. I feel, and what's being presented to me, is that the restriction is around a need for balance. It could be financial, okay, because you've got the Six of Pentacles here. Pentacles as a suit does represent, you know, money, wealth, what we earn, what we own, houses, and health. Is that kind of area of life, like what we basically own. But, you know, to keep it general, it could be just general balance in any area of your life. It could be work, it could be a romantic relationship, it could be with your friends, your family, your partner, whoever. But I feel as though there's been some kind of restriction, and it's been around a need for balance for some of you. Okay, but even though that's been going on, or that's been the issue for some of you, it feels as though there will be movement, and things will actually turn around, and things will go your way with the cards that are here moving forward. In the recent past, maybe this could have been linked to an opportunity. Excuse me. You could have been trying to make a fresh start with something, Pisces. You've got the Ace of Cups here, so in your recent past position here. So it could have been that emotionally you were trying to, I feel as though I want to say rid yourself of something. I don't know if that means anything to anyone, but it's just been put to me to say rid yourself of something, like you was trying to move forward from something or put something behind you or in the past. And maybe that's what could have been causing the restriction, because there was a lack of balance with this person, place or thing. You take what resonates with you, and you wanted a new start, basically. You know, you wanted a new cup, a new emotional feeling. You wanted to move forward from this. But it can and it will move forward, because in the present, it's the other way around. In the present, underneath, you know, the balance, which is the theme, you've got justice. And justice is a major arcana card, so it's not a day-to-day energy like any of these. It's like a life lesson. It's a significant event that happens in life. And justice, when she's the right way up and she's not, you know, come out upside down like this indicates that things will be fair. You will get what it is that you want, or you will get what it is that you seek, or things will go in your favour. Justice obviously linked to legal matters as well, but keeping the energy general, there's an indication here that whatever the restriction was, whether it's around balance, person, place or thing, and this new start that you've wanted in the present, moving forward now, you will get what it is that you're after, what it is that you're seeking, or what it is that you've been trying to manifest or achieve or put behind you, or you've desired. You take what resonates with you, Pisces. There's an indication that it will come true, and there will be an ending. There will be an ending to this restriction, because directly underneath it is your advice. You've got the Ten of Swords, and if you just look at the card, it's a big indication of the energy of the Ten of Swords. It's a quick ending. Swords, as I said, suit, you know, it's mental energy. But the other thing about the sword suit as well, it represents all the challenges that we face in life. It's not the prettiest suit in the tarot. It shows where we struggle. And when we get to 10 is a number of completion, you know, generally. So in the Suit of Swords, it's an ending. It's an ending of the struggle. It's an ending of the battle. It's an ending of the restriction that you might have been facing. It's an ending of that struggle for balance that you might have been facing. So whatever you've been doing, Pisces, in the recent past to create that new start or that new opportunity for you, it is going to move forward. You will get that balance. You will get that justice, that you know, things going in your favour, and it will put an end to whatever it is that's been bothering you. You can see there's a guy here who's clearly dead with 10 swords in his back. The Ten of Swords is a quick, sharp ending, suddenly as well. And you'll move forward because your outcome is the Eight of Wands. And I can't think of a better card to have here, looking at the situation, the way that it's come out in the reading. You know, if there has been restriction around balance and you've wanted a new start in the recent past, well, you know, you getting that and there being ending, the, you know, what you want is forward movement. And it's there with the Eight of Wands. 8 is the number of movement. You know, 8, it goes round and round. It never stops as a number. So in the tarot, it's the number of movement. In the Suit of Wands, the Wand suit shows us how we move forward in life, how we achieve things. It shows the progression kind of thing. It also represents our passions, our creativity, and what it is that we love. And the Eight of Wands is about quick forward movement. So I feel as though this situation, person, place or thing, you take how it resonates, or whatever it was that was causing the restriction for you, Pisces, I feel like it was a balance, give and take, you know, and wanting a fresh new start for yourself, or a fresh new start with this person, place or thing in the recent past. There will be forward movement, which is good, and it's represented here with your underlying energy. As I said, the Knight of Swords is a quick moving energy, very, very fast moving, the fastest moving knight. It's action. It shows us what's coming in or what it is that we need to do. So I feel as though mentally, because the restriction could have been mentally for you, you need to let it go, let it die, let it fall away, whatever it was, and pick yourself up and continue to do whatever it is that you're doing to move yourself forward, is what I'm being pushed to say, because it feels very much to me like with an ace in the recent past, You know, aces are the new beginnings and the opportunities, what it is that we want starting afresh. With this in the recent past, it feels very much to me like this is something that you've been trying to achieve or trying to work on in the recent past. And with justice in the present, because obviously the past moves us to the present, showing me that things will go your way. You're obviously doing something or you've maybe been thinking about doing something to create that forward movement, and I feel as though whatever it is that you've been doing, you need to continue to do it, Pisces. You need to continue to do it to move yourself forward. I'm actually going to clarify a few of these cards. The future energy looks good with the Eight of Wands. Perfect. Exactly what we need. Forward movement. And ending to all the stress is your advice directly underneath the Eight of Swords, which is the restriction, and justice here underneath your balance. Let's take a look at the Eight of Wands. So what does Pisces need to know about the future movement? Moving forward, stay focused. Eight of Pentacles as well. So you've got 2 eights there. As I said to you, 8 is the number of forward movement. It never ends. And the Eight of Pentacles is the apprentice card. It's the learning and it's the staying very, very focused. As you can see, you've got a guy here who is working on one pentacle. He's got one idea, one focus. That's all he's interested in, although he's got all these other pentacles around him. The Eight of Pentacles also talks about reaping the rewards, you could say, for all the efforts that you've done, for staying focused or moving yourself in one direction. So as your clarifier card, Pisces, you know, once this stress is over, if you continue doing what you're doing, once this stress is over and you've moved forward and you've created that new opportunity that you want or that you have wanted for yourself, depends on how it resonates, that's in the recent past. Stay focused, okay? Stay focused on that forward movement with 2 eights there. There is a clear message to keep moving, keep pushing, keep pushing. You've got 3 eights. Look at that. You've got the 8 of Swords as well as your actual theme. Sorry, your heart of the matter and your theme. 8 of Swords, which is the restriction. So it feels very much to me as though for some of you Pisces out there, forward movement and feeling maybe stuck in a particular place with the 8 of Swords. Although 8 is a number of movement, it never ends. The 8 of Swords is the restriction around movement, and that's the key issue. And now, moving forward, it is time for you to, there will be movement. Once this situation, person, place, or thing that's been causing the stress comes to an end, the completion that's here in your advice. Yeah. Stay focused is what I feel like I'm being pushed to say. Stay focused. Think about what it is that you want, what direction you want to go in. Because, you know, your messages of staying focused and movement is directly underneath the recent past message of the opportunity. So, you know, whatever this represents for you, whatever this means in the recent past, position here, the Ace, the new beginning, the emotional new beginning as well, particularly with the Ace of Cups. Stay focused on that and make sure that your movements are based around this, towards this. Make sure that you keep this Ace of Cups, whatever this is, whatever this represents for you, that you've been craving maybe in the recent past or now, depends on how it resonates and when you watch the video. I feel like I'm being pushed to say to keep this at the forefront of your mind. Keep this at the forefront of your mind to move you forward. Which is great, Pisces, because, you know, last few readings that I've done, I could see for some of you, some of you were going through quite a lot of challenges. Some of you, the readings that came out. And the last couple of readings over the last couple of months, when I did the new moon, the full moon or the new moon one, I think it was the new moon one that I did for September, there was a message there about, you know, your efforts paying off. And then here for October, it looks really good. Now, even if you did feel restricted for a little bit, you know, and you were trying to create that new start, it feels very much to me like it's not out of reach, is what I'm being pushed to say. This, whatever this represents for you in the recent past, it's not out of reach. Definitely not. Definitely not. So stay focused. Yeah. And pay attention to the number 8. As we move through October, you've got 3 8s here, significant numbers, you know, all around movement, whether it's restriction, actual movement, or your movements being focused, and it's all about movement. So pay attention to the number 8, how it comes to you. If you play the lotto, you might want to choose the number 8, I don't know, but the number 8 might be significant for you as we move through October. Okay, Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising, if there's a message. There we go. First step. Look at that, Pisces. Brilliant. This is exactly the kind of card that we need for your message, and you've got first step. And I think you had this before. I think I've done a reading for you recently where this card came up as well, but it's here again. And it says, first step, break down this problem into tiny pieces. Sorry, breaking down this problem into tiny pieces makes it easy to take the first step. So this problem, I would assume, this possible restriction around balance. I mean, as I said, it's the 6 of Pentacles, right? So it could be financially, but you take what resonates with you, whether it is financially or whether it's just general balance in life, in your relationships, with work, with your children, with your brother, with your sister, whoever, whatever. I don't know. You tell me, Pisces. But whatever, you know, the restriction around the balance is, break down the problem into tiny pieces will make it easy to take the first step for that ace. You know, the Ace of Cups that I feel some of you have been trying to manifest, you know, that new start, that emotional new start. So break down the problem. Okay, let's see. Let's do an affirmation card as well. So for the month of October, Spirit, what does Pisces need to know? This situation here, this number 8, forward movement. What does Pisces need to know? Okay. Humour. It says, laugh at yourself, lighten your heart, let nothing steal your happiness. Beautiful. Humour. Okay, so you might need some humour along the way as you navigate this path. Even if you don't, I think this is always a good message for all of us, you know, to laugh at yourself, lighten your heart, and don't, whatever you do, Pisces, do not let anybody steal your happiness, especially you guys, because, you know, I do remember the first readings that I did for Pisces, and I keep saying it, you know, you had the 3 of Swords, which is the card of heartbreak, betrayal. You had it up here, you had it in the you had it, you know, as the issue here, you had it in the recent past. So I've seen the movement where some of you have been a little bit unhappy for whatever reason. I don't know, but some of you were. Hopefully, you know, things are moving forward, and don't let anybody steal your happiness, okay? Whatever happens in October, don't let anybody steal your happiness. So there you go, Pisces. That is your October reading. Good luck with the situation. Look out for the numbers 8 or the number 8 as we move forward. They could be quite significant for some of you because you've got a lot of 8s all out here. And good luck. Good luck. I'll see you in November when I do your November reading. Drop me a comment. Let me know how it resonates. Like, share, subscribe. Check out the Spiritual Parlour store. Contact me for personal readings. You know the drill, guys. And thank you for all your likes, shares and subscribes. All the details you need to know, just check the show more box below the video. and hopefully your question will be answered. If not, then feel free to send me an email. Okay, Pisces, take care and I'll see you soon.